Good evening. Welcome to Data Center Training Up. We'll be continuing with our Power BI training. Tonight, we'll be looking at how to create a data set, a table in Power BI. I know some of you have seen different classes where you just have to connect and upload your data set from different files, from different sources. Okay, but this time around, I want to show you in case you want to enter your raw file directly into the way you work on Excel. You just type in your data. Okay, you can do the same thing on Power BI. All right, so I'll be showing you how to do that. I'll create different data sets and probably model it before then. If we have time, I'll show you how to perform visualization for tonight's class. Okay, so fasten your seatbelt, click on your Power BI. Okay, log in. If you have the institutional mail, you can sign in. The disadvantage of not signing in is that it will deprive you from accessing some Power BI services. Okay, but you can still use it if you don't have any of this institutional mail. Okay, so let's close this. I'm not going to sign in. All right, you come to enter data under your home. Click on enter data. Immediately you do that, wait patiently for your dialog box to appear an interface. You come up. Now Power BI works with column. Okay, so I'll be creating a table or a data set for students in an institutions. And if you look at the student have some properties or attributes. For instance, the student have a name, student have a matric number, and the student belong to certain departments. Is that okay? All right. Now I want to have just that three attributes I made mention of. All right. So you double click on this where you have column one, double click on it, and then you can type name. You press your tab key to the next one, next column. You can type matric number, matric. Then you use your tab, you move to the next column, you can type department. So you have department as well. Okay, then you can now populate. For name, you can just type. Okay, continue to populate your. You have what's happening here? Matric number. Matric number must be unique. Okay, you know if something is unique, it will not is peculiar to that particular person. Okay, then the department math, statistic, biology, insurance, math, computer, statistic, biology, biology, insurance. Okay, I'm done with this. So what you do is let's rename this. Look at this. You see table. Let's rename it to student. Student. You can load. So wait patiently while our data set loads into our Power BI. Now, if you look at my screen, I notice that on my right hand side, under data, we have students. And look at it. Let me drop down. So we have department, we have matric, we have name. So we have this data here. If you want to see it further, because the view where we are is the report view. We have come to our data view. You see the table. Okay, you can see we have name, matric number, and department. Okay, let's go back. I want to create another table now. Come to your home, click on enter data. Now we have a column now. This time around, we'll be showing the courses offered by the students. Okay, so this table is for student courses. So we're going to add that to this now. Now, one thing I want us to also pick at is this the previous table, the primary key there is the matric number. Okay, now for this we'll be using departments. Okay, so in the first table, department served as the foreign key. In this current table, it will serve as the primary key. Okay, in the group, I'm going to explain further primary key, foreign key, you different kind of key, and probably I will lay emphasis when we get to our SQL. All right, let me add more column. Okay, now we have departments where the courses will be taken from. Courses, then course ID, course ID. Okay, now we have let's populate math, computer, biology, insurance, and then we have one other department. What is statistics? Statistics. Okay, let's put the course trigonometric. Okay, operating system, plant biology, actuarial, science, operation, optimization, M1, C 2, B 102, I 22, X 107. Okay, can we stop here? Let's just stop here. So let's name this courses. So wait for the table to load into our Power BI. Alright, data has finally loaded into our Power BI. You can see that courses. Look at it here. We have course ID, courses, department. Okay, come to our data view. So you can see, look at them here. It's for students. We click on this. We have the courses. Now, automatically, because from our settings, if you look at options here, data source settings, you see we have global permissions. Yeah. All right. The Power BI, as I was saying, automatically dictates your relationship and models your data for you. And this is because look at this the generic settings here. Trying to show us options and settings. You come to options. Just wait for it to load. Okay, that's loaded. If you look at it, it said type dictates columns and headers from structures. Look at it by gram. Parallel. Click on this to see current files. Data load. Import relationship from data sources on first load. Auto detect new relationship after data is loaded. Okay, so you see it automatically detects. So I decided to show us the before I show us the data model. Okay, let's close this. Now I said this is a report view, this is data view, and this is relationship view. Now if you look at it, you notice that we have they are modeling already in our Power BI. Look at it. We have students, we have courses. Unlike our Excel, that we have to model it ourselves to show the relationship. Power BI automatically models our data for us. Okay. If you look at it, we have student table, we have courses table as well. Now, if you click on this, click on this, you see it's showing you that we have two department here, okay, and the relationship is many to one. Okay, many students, okay, can offer one course. Okay, many to one, that is the relationship. See table, we have courses, and then column we have department. Make is active, you see it. So we have students and department. Okay, so the relationship here, once you see star, this asterisk means many. Then once you see this one, means one. Okay, this many to, if you see asterisk means many to many. If here we have asterisk and we have one, you have one to many. So the relationship is many to one. So we have seen how the data model works. So if you want to have a data model, you must ensure that the foreign key and primary key are important in your data set, and they must be included in all of your tables. If you have more than two tables, Power BI automatically creates relationship for us. We automatically model the data for us. Okay, so we have considered how to create data and the table in a Power BI, and we have seen how to model our data. What is important? Okay, now before we round up, I'll quickly show us perform certain visualization. Okay, even though we're not going to go deep today, I'm going to run this. Uh, we have should we use course ID, or we should use, we have students. Let's pick student's name. This is student's name. I've dropped. Okay, still loading. Okay, data is shown. Once you drag and drop, it will come as a table. Okay, then let me quickly add the department. Okay, it's not showing yet. Okay, let's drop. Okay, so we see, you can see that department we have statistics. It means, you see, when we are writing the mathematics, we wrote x in the other place, and it seems the other one there is no x, and that is why you see mathematics is not showing. So what we have here, we have a table. This is our table for this data set we just entered. Okay, so we stop here tonight. In our next class, I will convert this. I'll upload a different data set and show you how to run a graphical, a GUI visual. This is just for tables, and for you to be able to run uh, charts, you must have values. Okay, in everything we have in our data set, they are string data, they are not numeric. So you may not be able to have a graphical interpretation of these, okay, until when we have our numeric data to insert alongside. Okay, basically today we have looked at how to create data in our Power BI, and data table rather in our Power BI, and how to model data. And next class, we'll look at data transformation, that is data cleaning, okay, and then perform certain operations. Thank you for listening. If you have not subscribed, please I encourage you to subscribe and follow the class. If you are not in the group, do well to join and ask questions. Thank you for listening.